ATG certificate, ATG registration and 12A registration. Why to apply for ATG and 12A registration? NGO can avail income tax exemption by getting itself registered and fulfilling certain other formalities, but such registration does not provide any benefit to the person making donations. To provide income tax benefits to the donors, all NGOs must apply for ATG and 12A certification. If an NGO gets itself registered under Section ATG and 12A, then the person or the organization making a donation to the NGO will get a deduction of 50% of donation amount from taxable income. An NGO is applicable for government funding only if it is registered under ATG and 12A. A newly registered NGO can also apply for ATG and 12A registration. NGO does not have to pay tax for the entire lifetime if it gets registered under Section ATG and 12A. An NGO can apply for 12A certification and ATG certifications just after the registration of an NGO. Decision: is an ATG certification required for your NGO to attract more donors? Benefits of ATG certificate and 12A certificate. Tax benefits: NGO can avail income tax exemption by getting ATG certificate. Attract donors: if an NGO gets itself registered under Section ATG and 12A, then the person or the organization making a donation to the NGO will get a deduction of 50% of donation amount from taxable income. Lifetime tax exemption: NGO do not have to pay tax for the entire lifetime if it gets registered under Section 12A. Government funding: an NGO is applicable for government funding if it is registered under ATG and 12A. Borrowing capital benefits of ATG and 12A certificate. It's easy for an NGO to get funding if registered under ATG and 12A registration. If registration for ATG certification benefits and liabilities satisfy your business requirement, then registration for ATG and 12A certification might best suit your NGO needs. Eligibility for ATG and 12A certification. NGO income or assets should be exclusively for the purpose of charity. Proper books of accounts of the NGO should be maintained, including all receipts and expenditures. NGO should not be formed with the benefit of a particular religious, community or caste. NGO should have core objective of charitable purpose and whole income should be from donations. If in case NGO has a business income, then the trustee of the NGO should maintain separate books of accounts to ensure that NGO should not divert donations. ATG certificate overview. ATG certificate is issued to a non-profit organization or a charitable trust or non-governmental organizations, NGO, or a Section 8 company by the Income Tax Department. The intention behind issuing the ATG certificate is to promote 50% tax benefits to donors so that more and more donors can donate funds to these organizations. ATG registration procedure. ATG certificate application will be submitted to the Commissioner of Income Tax. Once the applicant submits the form and the required documents for ATG registration, next step is on-the-premise inspection, which is to be completed by the Income Tax Department. During inspection process, Income Tax Department officials might ask for additional documents and evidence if required. On successful verification and scrutinizing of documents and evidences, the ATG certificate is awarded to the institution by the Income Tax Commissioner. ATG certificate is valid for a lifetime period. 12A certificate overview. NGOs are non-profit organizations that are meant for charitable and non-profit activities. However, they might generate income and would be required to pay income tax as per government norms. But if an NGO gets 12A certificate, then this certificate exempts NGO from income tax under Section 12A of the Income Tax Act. The Section 12A of the IT Act, 1962 does not differentiate between charitable and religious trusts. Hence 12A registration is valid to both the kinds of non-profit organizations. 12A registration procedure. The applicant needs to file application along with Form 10A, as per Rule 17A of the Income Tax Act, 1962, and submit it to the Commissioner of Income Tax. Once the applicant submits the Form 10A along with required documents for 12A registration, next step is Income Tax Officer inspection. During inspection process, Income Tax Department officials might ask for additional documents and evidence if required. On successful verification and scrutinizing of documents and evidences, the 12A certificate is awarded to the institution by the Income Tax Commissioner. 12A registration is valid for a lifetime period, unless NGO activities are against law. Documents required for ATG certificate and 12A registration: a copy of PAN card, NGO, duly filled in Form 10G, Trust Deed MOU, summary of welfare activities carried in the preceding 3 years, balance sheet and books of accounts for the preceding 3 years, list of donors along with their address and PAN, list of governing board of trustees members with their contact details, original registration certificate for proposed registered office, residential or commercial, any utility bills, scan copy of rent agreement with NOC from owner.
It's 3 easy steps process. Step 1. Connect with Team CorpSeed to discuss specific requirements for your business. Most of our customers take 20 to 25 minutes to discuss their business needs and get instant solutions. Step 2. Once you discuss the requirement, we will align a dedicated account manager to assist you with the entire process. Step 3. Once job is completed, you will receive documents directly to your email ID and at your doorstep, along with 30 days payback guarantee. Reach us at our mobile number 8448 444 985. You can email us at hello@corpseed.com and visit our website www.corpseed.com. CorpSeed, your business growth partner.